Is your husband an Odogu? So Odogu has been trending for a while now. Every young lady is wishing to marry an Odogu. Everybody wants to marry an Odogu. Once you get married, they start asking questions. Did she get married to an Odogu? Is her husband an Odogu? Ever since that video by Omoni came out, and it trended at a particular time. Every woman wants to marry an Odogu, because these days the real definition of Odogu has been okay, what do I say? Like, Odogu has kind of been redefined, guys. Odogu has been redefined because every woman thinks an Odogu has to be rich. That the only thing that makes a man an Odogu is when he has the money. Okay, so let's go back to when this real Odogu thing started. Back in the days, an Odogu was actually not a rich man. An Odogu, you don't necessarily need to be rich to be an Odogu in those days. To be an Odogu, you need to be somebody who's capable. Capability is not just about wealth. It is somebody who they know that is responsible, somebody who's reliable, somebody who keeps to his words, somebody who's responsible. Those people are considered Odogu. So now, to my generation, Odogu now is seen as only the rich. Only the rich are seen as Odogus, right? Only men with money is an Odogu. Now come to think about it. Do you know that you can be married to your so-called Odogu, like a rich man, and in real essence, he's not an Odogu? What am I trying to say? Your husband or your man can be very rich, like very wealthy, but when it comes to portraying the responsibilities of an Odogu, he's a zero. What am I trying to say? A lot of people watching me right now, some of you are married. You know what I'm saying? Your husband is rich, right? He has all the money. But inside the house, you don't enjoy that wealth. You don't enjoy that freedom. Inside the house, you feel like you're caged. You feel like you're trapped. You feel like you don't have freedom in your own home. You're not even enjoying that Odogu's money. So now tell me, is he an Odogu or Odiego? So you can actually be married to your so-called Odogu and he'll be an Odogu outside, but inside he's Odiegu. Right? So a lot of women, they've made a lot of mistakes picking the right partner because they are all looking for an Odogu, that like the societal definition of Odogu, forgetting the real definition of Odogu. A man might not have the money, but trying to be rich by being hardworking, have prospects, thinking of how to take care of their family, doing everything possible to take care of their family, to take care of their children, respecting their wife, putting their family first. That is the true definition of Odogu. If you're married to a wealthy man who doesn't take care of you, who doesn't put you first as the wife, who doesn't take care of your children, who doesn't put his wife and family first, trust me, you are married to Odiego. Okay? So I want us to know the difference between Odogu and Odiego. You don't necessarily need to have money to be an Odogu. You can still have money and be an Odiego. Okay? Let's begin to get it right so we don't make mistakes in getting married. Just like some men, when choosing a wife, they go for the backside, right? Forgetting that we need somebody who has brain, somebody who can manage the home when you're not there, somebody who can be able to do things that you do when you are there, somebody that when you're not available, your presence will not be felt because you have someone who can take your place when you're not there. They forget they forget those attributes when picking a wife and go for the things that pleases the eye. So women these days are also forgetting those true attributes and focusing on the bag, which is money. So try not to become a victim. Try not to fall a victim of ending up with an Odiego, thinking you are getting married to an Odogo. I hope I spoke sense to some people. See you next time. Bye-bye.